What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new adventure on the Forgotten Treasures channel. Today we are back at it again with some more urban exploration. Today we're checking out a ghost town, or a part of a ghost town. This is Daniel's Ghost Town. Okay, so it was opened in 1810 from what I got here. A family established a textile mill in the area. And within that, around the 20th century, they created a village. There were stores, churches, schools for the community. By the 1960, the mill shut down, causing people to move out of the place, because I believe the mill probably was the main reason why people stayed here. So when the mill shut down, the majority of people left the area, but the place wasn't officially abandoned since the 70s, 1972 to be exact, due to a storm that came in and washed everything away. There's a few remaining structures from what I've seen and what my research has showed me. The remaining structures are like, there's two churches. There's a few scattered things around here, like old concrete foundations. There's a few vehicles as well scattered along the woods and in the creek down there. But yeah, this is an interesting one as well. Not as crazy as the last few places I've been to, but it's something nice. And today I'm joined with my sister. I wanted to do this back in August with her, but she ended up moving out and she got busy with stuff. But since we're back together at the moment, I felt like doing this.
Don't do college, kids. It sucks. I mean, it's great, but it sucks.
So that's the history of the place. I'll get back to you guys once we actually end up at the structures. There's two churches. Again, from my knowledge, the two standing buildings that we can explore are two churches. That's pretty the only two things that like end up not getting completely destroyed by this flood for some reason, were the two churches. There's also an abandoned graveyard at one of the churches, which we're going to be checking out. Yeah, because this was a bridge. You can actually go underneath it. You're not going underneath the bridge?
No.
Oh.
I don't want to get my shoes wet.
Oh yeah, it is. And you got Porky. You got Porky the pig and Bugs Bunny. Nothing really that interesting here under the gate. But this is
That's
nice.
like still silver. That's cool.
Yeah, that hasn't rusted yet.
I wonder how it flips.
Well, it has to be because of the flood. Part of that's part of the door. Right there. There's parts scattered over here too.
Fun. Nature's reclaiming it.
Yes.
Slowly.
Very slowly, but it's reclaiming it nonetheless.
That's the metal. It's rusted. You cut yourself on that. That's fucking
Tetanus.
infected.
Yeah, I know. I was just looking to see if anything was still there. The steering column's right there. That's the steering column, the steering pump right there. But the whole front's been ripped off. Anyways, we're gonna be heading up to the church now. Looks like we're starting to come across some of the stuff. The truck's right over there. That's very interesting. Let's see if we can get a zoom in it for you guys. There we go. That's not exactly a truck, that's the trailer. You wanna walk down there? It's moved. It wasn't like that in the other buildings. But yeah, that's the truck trailer. So as we're walking up to the church ruins here, you can see it right there. This church was built in 1800s, technically abandoned in 1926 due to a fire. This church burned down. That's the reason why it's abandoned. See right there, guys. There's two cars right there. One in the ditch, and there's one just chilling right there. Let's get a better view of it. Right there. You see? There's no one right there. And the church is right over there, as you can see. It's pretty cool. I like the way the overgrowth has grown on it. The way the...
It's so green.
Yeah.
And notice how it's like only this part.
That's green?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everything else is like dead.
Ivy.
Look at that, it's amazing. Kind of happy we came here in the fall and not in August. Gives it a little more characteristic, I would say. Yeah, this is an old church that ended up burning down. I don't quite remember the cause of the fire, but that's the reason why this church is abandoned. Welcome. Well, thank you. Man-made?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that pit was made after they grabbed rubble from the church.
Yeah.
They burned it down.
I wonder what it looked like before it burnt down.
Oh, there's some images online.
I feel like that's just like an insult to the church. Like, oh, I'm gonna have a fire and you burn down from that. It don't even burn anymore.
No. I'm kind of surprised it burned down because like it's mostly made out of stone.
Well, I mean, there was definitely probably some.
The roofing might have been wood. It had to have been wood.
And this tree grew inside. All these trees are growing.
Yeah, all these
inside.
trees grew inside.
These are all here
So it's
after it burned down.
yeah, it's crazy because it hasn't even been abandoned for 100 years. So it's kind of crazy that these trees grew here so quickly. But it does give it characteristic. And the graveyard is straight down there.
So like this definitely has like good energy in it. Cause like everything around it is so green.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, I do
All of this
feel
ivy, it's amazing.
there's something about this place that feels peaceful.
Yeah.
Like since I walked in here, I got like a very peaceful, calm feeling. A different feeling from like when we were on like the trail.
Yeah.
Like,
It's definitely got an atmosphere to it.
yeah.
But I'm not like on edge. Like I knew there was something, and I didn't want to like come in just in case. But like, I'm not on edge.
No, it's for some reason
And I
it's
think
very
this is
peaceful.
Really cool with all the fucking ivy and everything. It's all just here,
Yeah, that's the cool thing.
and it's nowhere else. It could totally be somewhere else, but it's not.
It is peaceful because like you can hear the creek in the background as well.
Yeah.
Like I haven't felt like this in like in like the other places I've visited.
Mm-hmm.
The other places I've either been on edge or like just been okay, but this is like chill, okay. Like this is kind of like a feeling like you ever had a natural high. It's kind of like that in a way to me. It's time to go up to the old graveyard. See what they have up there. But yeah, it is peaceful up here. There's just something about this place that's so peaceful. Like I haven't felt this peaceful in a while, especially exploring.
You don't even know where the bodies are.
Yeah, I just say just stick to the path. There's a one buried right there which reads 1865 to 1938. But like it's buried. That may be part of this one, maybe. Not quite sure.
I wonder where the other part is.
Was that, is that a lamb?
Might be a horse head.
Because if it's a lamb on a gravestone, is that symbolizing a child?
Maybe. I can barely read that. Something. Amy saw an Annie. James W. and Annie Hickey.
James W. Annie Hickey. Yeah, the base is like completely corroded.
It's hard to read, but if you find the top of that.
Nah, I bet
don't
that's
think
gonna
we
be
will,
like
though.
that's gonna be like buried or something.
Yeah, because who knows how long ago that fell out.
Yeah. Oh, this was a kid. I found a kid. I believe it's a kid due to the age.
4 to 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely a kid.
Thanks. They were 7.
Faithful until death. Died February 16th, 1918. 8 years before the church burned down, you guys.
I wonder if someone left it.
Yeah. Look how small that one is. That one's interesting. It just has the initials SEG.
But there goes another one like that.
This has to be corrosion.
Oh, it's
Part of
smooth
it.
because of erosion, but I don't know about the chopping of bed. It might have been people stealing, but I don't know. I can't speak for that.
That's weird. There's more small ones right here as well.
Just don't touch them.
Yeah, I'm not. This one right here is interesting.
I wonder if that was like a tomb or something. I'm not gonna go in it though. Hickey. It might have been someone important.
What's with the maybe? Oh no, these were like for like the chain around, right? These things right here.
I don't know about that though.
Yeah, that's. Oh no, this was a family. Cause look right there.
There's more.
Yeah, there's like stones here. So this was like a whole family of like.
I wonder if
Does it
it's
just
a
say
Bailey
Hickey on
family.
it? It just says Hickey on it.
Hickey, Jonah,
Yeah, this was a family burial.
something. Yeah, it's really hard to read. I mean, I've withstood a lot, but
Yeah, these are old.
it's hard to read.
That's definitely a family burial.
But they were literally touching this one right here.
What do you mean touching it?
They were touching it. They were picking it up. They were.
Oh, they
measuring
picked it up?
They were touching it. This one right here.
Oh.
Probably to read it or something, but still,
Yeah, I wouldn't.
it's like kind of rude.
I wouldn't
I
pick
mean, I
up.
don't know how rude it is, but still, you can still just respect the space and not touch it.
Oh, that's completely eroded.
Is that the end of it?
Uh,
I don't see anymore.
I think that's actually end of the.
Because then we can head back through and then to the other side first. And then we can go down the hill and see
The cars, yeah. These are all the people that were in this town of Daniel before it got washed away. Now, since we got to one of the churches and to the graveyard, gravestones, we're going to go check out the cars that we saw before we got to the church. And then we head up to the other church. This has to be...
No, not gonna do it. There we go. I just love how like the silver is like the only thing that's like actually silver.
Mm-hmm. Got the engine. You can see the spark plugs on the side. Right there.
Yeah, I want to take a picture of it.
Not quite exactly sure what car that is. I don't think it's a Buick. It could be a Cadillac because of the fins. Or it could be an old Chevy because of the way the front's designed. Not entirely sure. But it has the twin set headlights on it, which was very popular during the 90s. And the trunk is right over there, laying on the tree. And there's this one right here in the ditch. I think this is a truck, like an old pickup truck. No, it's not. It's not a pickup truck. Got an AC unit right there. I believe so, right? Yeah, that's the front, that's the back. That's an AC unit right there, right? That white thing?
Yeah.
For the cows?
Yeah.
It had a baby blue paint job on it. Baby
It kind of
blue.
looks like Flo from Cars.
I would say it has a body similar to Ramon. Which
It's like a mix of... Oh, no, I can see it.
Ramon, because like he has the same design.
Yeah. I saw a car that was very almost like Flo on the way back from the airport.
Part of the bumper is right there. That's a bunch of tires, white wall tires. Engine's completely missing. Roof has been collapsed. I have an idea of what this is, but I can't quite put my finger on like the name. But I have an idea. You can see the steering wheel right there. The column. That right there was probably for like... That's either part of the steering wheel or that was like one of the nozzles for indication. I'm pretty sure that was part of the steering wheel though. There's a bunch of tires. Yeah, I can't quite put my finger on it, but I have an idea what that is. Because I've definitely seen those before. I just can't quite put my finger on it. What did you find? What do you got?
Could it be like a wheel thing? No.
No.
I know what it is.
I have no idea. I can't tell. It has legs. These are made to hold it up, I think. Could have been... Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Shall we continue?
Yeah.
You can just cut over to the
Let's continue. If you look right there, there's like some walls, old walls. And like there's a hole in one of them, which is very odd. It's just a hole here. I have no idea what it was used for. I would assume a fireplace, but like there's no escape. But there is a pipe right there, so this could have been like a some type of water supply. It would fill up like a water fountain. And then over here, there's some stairs that like lead nowhere. Some old stairs right here. I just take you up here. And then I don't know where it would lead you, because there's nothing up here. Just hills, no sign of any other structures. That's beautiful though, that's a beautiful view. Anyways, we're very close to the church now. So we're going to be hitting up the church. And I think that'll call it. There is an old house here. There was an old house here that belonged to a ranger. But from my knowledge, that it got torn down 2 years ago. But there used to be an old abandoned house here in the woods. If you walked past the church and got to like the waterfall area, you went past that, you found a trail in the woods that would take you to an old ranger's house. But I was told that doesn't exist anymore. So we'll check out the church and then we'll probably call it there. Like I said before, there was an old house here. I wish it was still here because I wouldn't mind checking it out, but it was torn down. Due to decluttering, I think I was told. So anyways, we'll check out the church and then we'll go on from there. And there it is right there. You see it now? Yeah. The foundation? That's probably where the school, the shopping areas, and the houses were. Because this land right here is pretty flat. Compared to like all the other places, this is pretty flat land right here. This is the old train bridge. Well, it's not old, it's still in use, but that's the Ellicott City train tracks. And if you continue the bridge going down that way, it'll take you down to Hell House, which I explored this summer, a few months ago. I should take you there as well when you come back for the summer, because it's a sick place. Yeah, that's one of the foundations right there.
Yeah.
That was an old bridge, so maybe they might have moved it or something. Because there's one on the other side as well.
There's an upside down cross.
On the bridge?
Right there, yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's sprayed black.
Almost.
Yeah, that's the bridge right there. We should be coming up onto the church very soon. There it is right there. We have found it. The church, the famous church of Daniels. It's so beautiful. It's a little bit more destroyed than what I noticed. Yeah, that's inside the scaffolding. A lot of interesting messages on the wall. That's an interesting.
Legalize marijuana.
The loaded diaper thing. I saw that at another place, at another abandoned place I went to. Someone did that same exact graffiti. And this is the back of the church, I think. That part right there is the main portion. And this is the back. But right here on the other side of this wall is the beautiful art. I think. Unless someone vandalized it. Oh no, it's still there. Yeah, that was just a wall that fell. There's the nice artwork that someone did. There's an old, that's a sink right there, isn't it? That's an old sink.
I think so.
And this led to the basement, which has collapsed. Okay guys, so we are done with it. I'm actually in the car right now. I forgot to do an outro at the place. I was busy talking to her sister on the way back, so I forgot about recording an outro for you guys, but I'm in the car now. I remembered before I got home. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I mentioned this to my sister on the way back. I was very surprised. I think I even mentioned in the beginning of the video. I'm surprised that the only two buildings that are technically still standing are the churches. There's nothing else. The foundations that we saw and showed you were most likely house foundations. But other than that, the church is still, the one that's made out of stone is still standing. The one that burned down, and the one that was actually part of the town, that church is also still standing. So I find that very interesting as well. I really enjoyed it. It was a very nice thing to do. Very last thing to do at the end of the season. If you guys aren't aware, this is the last urban exploration video that I'm doing of this year. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It was a good one. I personally liked it a lot. It was a good way to end off the season for the channel for this year. I explored a lot of great stuff. I visited a lot of cool places. I wouldn't say this place was up there, but it was pretty nice. It was pretty nice, mostly because it was on trail and it was pretty relaxed. There was no like worries about running into bad people or getting caught or something. So it was a different change of pace, which I liked a lot. But yeah, that's basically this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Enjoyed the other exploration videos I was able to get out for you guys this year. But yeah, that's it for this video, and that's it for the channel. I may upload something else before the end of the year for you guys, but overall that's it for this video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you enjoyed the adventures that we had together, and I'll see you guys next year. Bye.